everyone, I'm WeAreUoN. I'm a medical student here at the University of Nottingham. If you'd like to find out more about me and keep up with my life as a medical student, I'll leave my social media here on the screen, so feel free to follow and check them out. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you tips and advice to help you budget as a university student. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe to our university channel. So budgeting at uni and being smart with your money is essential, and it's a really good skill to have. No one is saying you have to be really strict to your money and you have to stick to a set amount of spends every single week, but it is just good to be wise with your money. As University of Nottingham students, we have access to a website called Blackbullion, which has loads of great tips and resources to help you manage your money as a student. It's designed in a really fun and engaging way, and it has loads of useful resources on a wide range of finance related things. So we're able to sign up to this completely for free using our university email, and that is one of the amazing perks of being a WeAreUoN student. So my first tip when it comes to managing your money and budgeting is to know where your money is coming in from and how much you're getting. So for example, the majority of students will take a maintenance loan. Consider how you're going to spend your student loan. Taking myself for example, in first year of university, my student loan covered my accommodation rent. So that is literally all I spent my student loan on. I pretty much never saw that money, but knowing that I had my rent covered was pretty good. Back to the point I was making, with your student loan, know how much you're getting and know how you want to spend it. You unfortunately don't get it all at once. It's split over 3 payments throughout the year, so you want to organise your spendings in line with these 3 split payments. And then you can also consider alternate sources of income. This can include your parents if they may help you out, perhaps any bursaries or grants you may be getting, as well as any money from a part-time job if you can manage a part-time job at uni alongside your course. Now I'm going to give you some tips to help you manage your money. First of all, shop smart. So as a student, we're sticking to your cheap and cheerful shops. Personally, I just go to Aldi and Lidl and that does it for me. They are super affordable, and as a student they have the vegetables, the fruits, the snacks, the bare essentials that I need to get me through a weekly shop. Also, when it comes to shopping, actually buy what you need. So we're going to go the old-fashioned way and we're going to make a shopping list, and we're going to stick to that shopping list. I understand that nutrient-dense foods like fruit and vegetables can be quite expensive sometimes, but a hack around this is to go for frozen fruit and veg rather than fresh fruit and veg. Another tip, and especially if you're a freshie, you're gonna hate me for saying this, but it's to go out less. A big part of uni and getting stuck into uni life is going out, going clubbing, especially in freshers week and the first few weeks of uni before the deadline starts to come in. But the novelty of this does soon wear off, and going out every single night does get very expensive. So maybe after freshers week, after the first couple of weeks, limit yourself to 1 or 2 nights out a week. Maybe 1 during the week and 1 or 2 at the weekend. Of course, still go ahead and live your best uni life, but also think about your pockets. We're students, we're counting pennies here. If you are going to go out, maybe you've got a cute brunch planned with your mates, I'd advise you to make the most of student deals and discounts. You can find loads of student offers on uni days or student beans, and you can even take a look at our SU website to see what they're promoting. I'd also advise that you get to know the student bars and student clubs in Nottingham, as these are going to be a lot cheaper and a lot more affordable for you than your standard bars and clubs. Also, a massive thing at the University of Nottingham when it comes to nightlife is Crisis. It's designed for students by students, so it's super affordable. So something that I harp on a lot about is learning how to cook and learning to meal prep. This will save you so much money. Sometimes it can be a lot of effort to cook after a long day of lectures, but if you meal prep and cook down for the week, this is going to save you a lot of hassle, and it reduces the temptation to hop on Uber Eats and order something. If you buy some vegetables, pasta sauce, a bit of garlic bread, cook a few different meals down for the week, you're going to save so much more money than ordering a takeaway several times. And also, it's a lot healthier for you. Something else that's going to burn a hole through your pocket as a student is transport. Public transport. It gets expensive. There are buses in and around Nottingham that have like student prices for weeklies and monthlies on transport tickets and fares. Also, the tram is a great way to get about Nottingham. We're lucky enough at Nottingham to have hopper buses, which gets you to our different campuses. Another way you can save money is by splitting subscription costs. So these can be things for stuff like Spotify, where you can get a Spotify family membership. This can be used as long as you and your housemates or flatmates all live at the same address, or you can split a Netflix subscription. So I mentioned section about how my student loan was used purely for my rent, and one way that I was able to successfully use this just for my rent was by having a separate bank account. So I opened up a student bank account with Santander Bank. This just kept my student loan separate from my own personal money. So for that reason, I do highly advise you open a student bank account. Another good reason to get a student bank account is that there are certain perks of it. Each different bank does something different. With mine, I got a free rail card. So this saves me 33% on my travel costs every time I go on a train. We do get interest. So the more money you have, I think at the end of each semester, the more interest they're going to give you. It's not hundreds and hundreds of pounds, but every little helps. And also, student bank accounts offer you an overdraft, often interest free. So one last thing before we round off the video is a really easy and user friendly budgeting strategy, and this is the 50-30-20 rule. So your total income, you're going to split it into 50%, 30% and 20%. 50% goes on your needs. These are your essentials, so your food, your toiletries, stationery, the things you need for university, your bare essentials. And then 30% goes towards fun stuff, so nights out, friends' birthdays, treats for yourself. So those sorts of miscellaneous things, the things that you want but you can realistically live without. And then 20% is going to go towards your savings. This can be quite difficult sometimes as a student, but in the future you're going to thank yourself for putting away some money to have for after uni. So this can be a short-term everyday saver that if you need to, you can dip into, or it can be a more permanent kind of thing like an ISA. So that is the end of the video, and those are my tips for budgeting and managing your money as a student. It is a really important life skill, and this goes beyond uni as well, being able to manage your money and handle it well. Anyway, a big takeaway message from this is that it is possible to enjoy your uni experience and still be wise with your money. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did enjoy it, please leave it a like, and if you'd like to see more from student creators like myself, be sure to subscribe to the University of Nottingham channel. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!